Is this a different period of time, or did they literally just go somewhere to look at the magazine?
No, Toto's Mindscape. You know, you see how the aspect ratio has changed? Like we're in a different show?
Got it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone Face Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Justin, and we are back with episode 15 of season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen Kyoto Sister School Exchange Event Group Battle 1 of an undetermined number of episodes in the numbered line. How about you go ahead and remind us of what happened last time?
Last time, we were introduced to the students from the Kyoto school. There is a robot-looking wood guy, a little girl with a broom, Toto,
So,
Kasumi,
Woodbot, Kiki
and Mai.
from Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yep.
You said Toto and Mai.
Yep.
You're forgetting one person, I want to say. Oh, 2 people. You're missing 2 people still. One of them is on the board, so you've got that one nailed.
Well, I said Kasumi.
Did you? Is that her name?
Miwa Kasumi. Or Kasumi Miwa.
Okay. Well, then you're missing one guy then.
Don't remember the one guy I'm missing.
He was specifically called out during the plan to kill Yuji.
Oh, yeah, the dude with the weird ponytail things. Yep.
Does he have weird ponytail?
His hair had like weird ponytail things.
I think he also. I'm gonna say also. I'm just gonna buy in on your weird ponytail thing because I don't remember. I think he's one of those kind of characters in anime that doesn't open their eyes a lot, if memory serves. I don't remember. There's a subtrope of anime characters who just do this all the time, and you can't tell if their eyes are open or not, but I clearly can see.
Got it.
Which is a very confusing trope to have in a show with like Gojo, who wears blindfolds.
Yeah, but that's because his eyes are like the piercing blue of the perfect ocean, or at least the one is.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were writing proses about Gojo's eyes.
No, but as a writer, I can do it real quick.
All right, go for it. Hit me.
No, I don't do it on demand.
Oh, okay. Don't call your bluff. Got it.
Exactly.
Anything else?
Then it was revealed that Yuji is alive. They were all like, why didn't you tell us? And he's like, I wanted it to be a surprise. Oh no. And we're going into the whole thing, the first round of the tournament where they have to hunt down and kill a level 2 spirit. Or curse.
Curse spirit.
Yep.
All right, well. I mean, anything else you want to bring up about this?
The only thing I'll bring up is I made a prediction, even though I don't think it'll be correct, of Panda being the winner.
Well, I guess technically, if you want to get to semantics about it, it is a team battle, right?
I mean overall.
Right.
Not just of the team battle.
Well, I mean, it's the only thing that we know is coming right now. So, I mean, it's not like they didn't mention points or anything, right? So.
Yeah, but
I've
done enough high school sports meets and stuff to know that there's usually 1 gold medal per division.
Well, I mean, they also didn't mention any elimination. So. So, assumedly, if nobody gets eliminated and there's no points to be had, then the only way to win is by winning. And if it's a team thing, I'm just thinking that the only out here is that if Jujutsu High wins, then Panda technically wins.
I think it's gonna. I think after the first round, it's not team battle.
Okay. I throw you a rope, and you throw it back at me.
Yep.
Just like every time I say, "Are you sure?"
And I say, yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we go ahead and hop on into it then.
Let's do it.
But before we get started,
Make sure that you hit the like button.
hit that subscribe button.
Comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
Uncensored.
And uncut.
as well as some early access stuff,
You can check it out over on the Patreon.
it's just $5 a month. But hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
開始1分前です。ではここで伊織歌姫先生にありがたい激励のお言葉をいただきます。は？
ある程度の怪我は仕方ないですが。
That's not encouraging.
時々は助け合い的なあれが。
Again, that's why I can't vibe with Gojo. Me and him are... I see too much of myself in Gojo.
ああ、北さ。
東堂はどこだ？
なんで私が知ってると思ったのよ。仲良くしようよ。
Because you're both hanging around each other all the time.
Epic guitar.
This panda stands out in the crowd.
It's true.
例のタイミングで索敵に長けたパンダ班とめぐみ班に分かれる。あとは頼んだぞ、ユージ。おっす。
The Gumi dog, I'm assuming.
That's not friendly.
Well, it's Curse Spirit.
先輩、ストップ。
Hello, my guy.
He's just having a good time, baby.
Look, I'm just happy to be on screen.
やっぱユージに変えて正解だったな。
分かっちゃいたけど化け物ね。
そう、だから無視無視。
He probably didn't even feel that.
Still smiling. I mean, conceptually, he must feel something. He's got a giant scar going down his face.
Yes.
However, at the same time, it goes over his eye, implying that he just kept his eye shut and was fine. You know, there's always the trope of scar goes over eyes. Some characters just have their eyes fine still. Some characters are just like this for the rest of the anime.
Also, scars over eyes look cool.
Yeah, no doubt. Scars are just cool. I have to have this opinion now. After those cartel members tried to kill me that one time. I said I can make anything up for this. This can be anything I want it to be. They tried to pull out my tongue through my throat, you know, a Colombian necktie, and I was like, no, don't do that. Then I beat them to death with my tongue, and then put it back in my throat.
Yeah, man, no one will ever know.
Yeah, well, I mean, who would, right? It's between me and the
Funny
doctors.
enough, true story, I cut the tip of this finger off. Legitimately true story.
Well, I mean, I have no doubt your job. I mean, I'm assuming it's job related. Am I right or wrong?
100%.
Ironically, when I was at a former job, I almost cut this finger off right about here.
確実に直で私たちを潰しに来る。
I went to a hospital way too late because I tried to hide it from people that I had been so stupid to have almost done that. And they said the skin was all dead and they couldn't do anything about it and it would have to heal normally. So now I just have this deep white line scar going across my finger.
パンダかめぐみを置いていくつもりだったが。虎杖、
So lesson kids is don't hide your stupid mistakes, especially if they're bleeding all over the floor.
Exactly.
Oh, and doubly, don't try to hide it beneath a desk, because that's below your heart, and your blood will pump further all over the place.
Gosh.
ひでえ。
悪いなめぐみ。お前東堂とやりたかったろ。
いや別にどっちでも。
スーパードライだな。
でも先輩やるからには勝つよ俺。
Of course you'd say that, you're the fucking main character of an ensemble.
スピードだ。
マジか。
Yep.
結構いいの入ったろ。
That's not healthy for you if you regularly do that.
Actually, it's fine. There was a doctor that performed an experiment of doing it on one hand for, what, like 8 years? 10 years, I think? And not doing it on the other hand, and there was literally no difference.
Yeah, good to know.
腕あるな。ぶっ飛んだかと思った。呪霊が割り込んでこなきゃやばかったんじゃねえか。
Usually saved by a curse. Well, that was kind of boring. Well, you know, my guy hates boring stuff, remember?
さてどっちを追うかな。
Me.
Your character can't be in this, remember? You're the principal. You picked a character who can't literally interact with the kids.
人の頭バカすか殴りやがって。
You shouldn't.
バカになったらどうすんだよ。
Sure. I'll wait for the Breakfast Club episode of the show.
誰だよ。アイドル興味ねえよ俺。
じゃあなんでアイドルってわかんだよ。知ってんじゃん。
Oh, snap.
1年。名前は。
虎杖裕二。
そうか、虎杖裕二。お前に一つ聞き
Yeah,
た
I
い
guess.
ことがある。どんな女がタイプだ。
Yuji wasn't around for when he came around to say all this stuff the first time.
気にするな。ただの品定めだ。
よくわかんねえけど、強いて言うなら。ケツとタッパのでかい女の子かな。
Haha, we have a winner.
ジェニファー・ローレンスとか。
Also, Jennifer Lawrence being called out.
Yeah.
And now you get to see what Toto's mindscape is like.
新連載結構面白いよ。
ほう。
Is this a different period of time, or did they literally just go somewhere to look at the magazine?
No, Toto's mindscape. You know, you see how the aspect
Okay.
ratio has changed? Like we're in a different show?
Got it, got it, got it.
お前慰めんの嫌だぞ。めんどくせえもん。
なんで振られる前提なんだよ。
逆になんで OK もらえると思ってんだよ。
かのアンサリバンはヘレン・ケラーにこう説いた。やる前に負けることを考えるバカがいるかと。
それ言ったの猪木だ。
Which I guess assumes Toto is well read since he's
Oh,
Right.
I'm not surprised.
well since he's read Helen Keller. Also, I think she's a lot more exaggerated in his mind. We've seen her legs. I don't think her legs were that thick.
I don't. I'm gonna say yes because because he doesn't look as big here.
It's hard to tell. It's like wearing 80s classic
I don't
MC
know.
Hammer clothes.
It seems like a motivation for getting into shape thing.
But you see, Yuji answered the perfect answer for him, and in this mindscape, they're like the best of friends, see?
地元じゃ負け知らずか。どうやら俺たちは親友のようだな。
The mind of Toto.
名前聞いたのに
He's already imagined I've known you forever. We're the best friends.
問題ない。勝手にしろと言ったのはあいつだ。
He's gonna let me use my power. Bang! Sorry, that was loud.
This is why I said I said before I could take her, and then I remembered, oh wait, I don't think I could beat the sword. But then again, if my power was Mai's power, maybe I could.
I wouldn't be surprised if she could cut bullets in half.
Certainly a possibility in this kind of show.
殺す気じゃねえ。これは。私と虎杖の位置が入れ替わってる。
Teleportation. Oh no, switching places.
言ったよな。邪魔をすれば殺すと。違うな。お前は指図すれば殺すと言った。今のが虎杖。
Fucking Toto.
東堂の術式か。同じことだ。帰れ。引くようだな。
ダッサ。よかった。
Nobody wants to take on Toto.
Mm-hmm.
それは虎杖次第だ。指図すんなや。
なんだこいつら。殺そうとしたり仲間割れしたり。
なんせ俺は親友に手加減するような野暮な男じゃないからな。
So difficult dealing with my guy. First you're fighting, then you're best friends, and then I wouldn't hold back against my own best friend.
Definitely a lovable himbo.
It's like fighting a psychopath.
みんな世話が焼けるな。頑張れ私。今日も可愛い。
落とせ。
やば。
And that's why I said I could have taken her. Especially if I had a gun.
あの人いないと困るしね。
カモさん、あんたら虎杖殺すつもりですか？
See, I was right. He does the eyes closed thing. Typically in anime, the people who do the eyes closed thing are bad guys.
変です。
He is trying to kill one of the main characters.
Yeah, but that was everybody from that school. We had a whole sit down with the principal, remember?
Yeah.
ターゲットがそっちにいるってことか。
いや、2級ならよほど狡猾でない限り、玉剣が気づきます。あいつら、虎杖殺すつもりじゃないですか。
何それ、意味わかんない。ありえるな。
幹部。
I know she's got like it's not glaive, is it?
It might be.
Is a glaive like a staff axe? Or a staff sword? And she's got a... No, glaive is a staff axe, right?
As far as I know, it's,
No, it's a
more
halberd.
staff scimitar.
That's a halberd. So yeah, but it might be a glaive. The fact that it's got that fluffy thing on the end, and we see the fluffy thing before we ever see the blade, makes me keep thinking she's got a mop. That she's swinging a mop around.
He's gonna mop the floor with the competition.
呪いを払うのと感覚的にはそう変わらん。ただでさえ術師っつうのはその辺の境界ボケやすいからな。
戻るぞ、めぐみ。
すみません。
何謝ってんだバカ。仲間が死んだら交流会も勝ち負けもねえだろ。
Again.
俺と野原は戻って
Here we go.
確認する。電話出ねえし。トゲはこのまま呪霊狩りを続けてくれ。
おかか。
お前もユージが心配なのはわかるよ。
I'm gonna guess he doesn't like bonito flakes, but he likes salmon. So those are like his affirmative and negatives.
I could definitely see that.
なるほど。
鮭。
マキのこともある。ユージは殺させないし、団体戦にも勝つぞ。
当然。ああ、ワンコールで出ろや、伏黒。つうか、無線とか Bluetooth イヤホンとか支給されないわけ？
Why would they have?
気が散るし、かかってくると
Mhm.
びっくりする。
You provided your own phone, assuming you provide your own Bluetooth.
Yeah, yeah.
あれが伏黒くんのヌエか。帯電する翼、しばらく動きに影響しそうだな。
西宮ちゃん、遊ぶ。
柄悪。
I think it's a play on the Warriors.
カモさん。
100% it is.
あんたら虎杖殺すつもりです。
Must mean nobody had like a bunch of bottles on their fingers or anything.
と言ったら失敗したんですね。虎杖がこの短時間でやられるわけがない。殺す理由がない。あるでしょ。上や御三家ならいくらでも。
The three big clans?
Hasn't been brought up before, as far as I remember.
No, I don't believe it has. That's something I would have paid attention to.
I mean, maybe one of them has. But the fact I'm questioning it makes me not want to say it in case I'm wrong.
素晴らしいタフネス。積極的に地形も利用してくる。いいね。地手までの組み立ても早い。
We know that's Yuji's most powerful attack.
Yep.
Did nothing.
極めつけは。
That's what I was saying. He probably didn't feel that knee.
Also, we know that Yuji is super powered, right? He beat like world records by accident.
だから呪力の流れから動きが読みづらい。だがこの時間差でぶつかってくる呪力、これだけは違う。
You ever seen the cartoon Two Stupid Dogs?
No.
I'll say like late 90s, early 2000s. There's a big guy in the show. When they always do something stupid, he goes, "Ain't that cute?" But it's wrong!
なんとなくわかったよ。で、なんでノリトシから離れた？術式身内にも隠してんのか？
虎杖君のことはごめんなさい。言い訳にはなりますが、私はみんなとは違う。でもだからといって交流会の勝ちを譲る気はありません。術師の昇級は推薦制なのは知ってますよね。縦のつながりのない術師にも交流会の話はよく伝わります。ここで活躍した学生には在学中昇級のチャンスを多
I
く
remember
与え
seeing
られる。
this guy though.
ちな
He's
み
not
に
even here.
受け持ちの学生を推薦することはできません。例えば五条さんは虎杖君を一級に推薦できません。
私は少しでも早く自立してお金を稼ぎたいんです。
Okay.
なんで？
貧乏です。弟も2人。
お前大丈夫か？
Makes sense.
前とうまくやれてるか？
He just moved up on the list.
多分。
And the implication that Mai would not get this. So I appreciate you're on the team with Mai. How can you get along with her if you're poor and want to make money?
マイフレンド、その時間差でぶつかる呪力、それはお前の悪癖だな。
経定権のことか？なんだこの人急に。
それで満足している限り、お前は俺に勝てん。そのレベルで満足していると、俺とお前は親友ではなくなってしまう。いいのか？
どうしよう、それは別にいい。
弱いままでいいのか？
よくねえよ。
そうだろう。
Uh-oh, Chorus is back.
ベストフレンド。
My best friend. It's very weird.
I get what they're going for. That's the thing.
Well, I mean, I'm sure I could do. I can see the direct parallels between the guy he's inspired by and what's going on in this scene. Because the guy he's inspired by... Actually, I've had this discussion in the comment section before because somebody misheard me or something, or misquoted me and thought I was talking about Gojo, and they were saying Gojo's not inspired by anybody. Gojo's a wholly unique character. I was like, yeah, because I wasn't talking about Gojo. I was talking about Toto. And I didn't mention Toto because Toto hadn't shown up in the show yet, so I didn't want to give it up. Toto is inspired by Kenpachi from Bleach, which is a guy who's so strong that he has to nerf himself to have interesting fights. He wears an eye patch that eats his power to make him weaker. And he wears bells in his hair so that you can hear when he's coming. I had more to say about the Jushu strolls here.
Yeah.
What's your type?
最低限私より強いやつ。
は？なんで答えてもらえると思ったの？かきくけこはマジで無理。
Useless, broke, smelly, stingy bass. I don't know what this one was. Sebastian Stan. The guy from the Marvel movie.
いや、そりゃ普通にかっこいい人は好きですけど、一緒にいて楽しいというか、私にはこの人しかいないって思えるかどうかが大事ですよね。やだ、恥ずかしい。
ほら、なんだっけ、ほら、いい子そうな子、前髪特徴的な、ほら、いるじゃん。
いい子。
He talking about you?
No, he's not. Let's see.
You're... Okay.
And you remember she had a whole thing about him by getting his autograph and everything when he met for the principal.
Yep.
Now, what I was going to say is, Kenpachi also likes getting cut. He leads a division that's all about combat in a bunch of different divisions. And, the very first fight he gets in on the show, maybe not in the show, but against the main character, is all about him chasing him down, hoping he'll get stronger, so that he can fight him on, I can't even say on an even level, because it's fucking impossible. Kenpachi is the strongest person.
Got it.
And the author of this specifically said that he used Kenpachi as inspiration. So, Kenpachi is my favorite character in Bleach, so I had to make Toto my favorite character in the show. I will say, however, that Kenpachi doesn't say, hey, what's your favorite type? I think Kenpachi loves fighting so much he doesn't even enter his mind.
Yeah, so it makes sense that they added a way to have speech in there versus just being like fighting.
I mean, Kenpachi doesn't talk about fighting all that much, more than just, hey, want to fight? Kenpachi's got like other little quirks, like gets lost easily, or relies on a little girl to guide him around.
I see.
It doesn't make sense out of context. So, also doubt we'll ever be watching Bleach, which is why I have like no worries about giving out Bleach spoilers.
Mm-hmm. Well, Bleach is like actively pretty famous, right?
Yeah, it's one of the big three. Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece.
Okay.
It's also the shortest of the big three. If we were going to watch any of the big three, it's the one we'd most likely watch. One, it's the shortest, and you could, I wouldn't recommend it, but you could cut out a large part of it, which is considered to be filler.
Okay.
So you might be looking at 200 episodes, maybe, if you cut out the filler. Also, the fact it came back, like there's advertisements right now for new Bleach episodes that are coming out.
Oh, snap.
But I just mean, like, versus, say, One Piece, which is still going right now.
I was gonna say, like, One Piece hasn't stopped.
I think, like, with, like, the Marineford arc, which is about episode 500-ish, I think it ends maybe at episode 500, came out in, like, 2010. And it's been coming out constantly since before then and after then. So I think it's like, what, an episode 1184 right now or something? And Naruto is...
I'll be honest, I'm not interested in watching One Piece then. That's too big of a commitment.
I don't know that it actually would be, but at the same point, the problem with One Piece is that it's impossible to get up on YouTube without severe copyright concerns. Well, I don't know if I mentioned to you, I'm pretty sure you know, that I've been watching it with Arcloid, and I have to basically mute the whole fucking episode and still put like a vision blocking layer on it to put episodes on it, and that's like the least interesting way to watch that on YouTube.
Got it.
And Naruto like ended and then came back with a second season called Boruto. Not a second season, but a new show called Boruto. Boruto is Naruto's son. So
I am aware of that.
Yeah. So I guess in the same vein as One Piece that kept going, except just with a different show with different characters, but the old ones still exist.
So that I don't think would be as much of like a slog, because if you got behind Naruto and you wanted to watch it, it's not like that specific story does have an ending.
Maybe. I don't know. My problem is that I hate Naruto as a character, or I learned to hate Naruto as a character, which is why I didn't finish Naruto. So I have no idea what the fuck goes on in Boruto.
So that's what I mean. Like, I am willing to put money on the fact that you could finish Naruto, not have to watch Boruto and be fine. Pick up Boruto and be able to get what you get from that about Naruto and still be able to keep up with the show.
I would still argue that Bleach is probably the better one to watch. One, it's shorter. Also, it's technically finished. Like, what they're animating right now. Like, Bleach ended. It was the first one of the big three to end. and then the manga kept going. And what they're animating now, the manga finished, and they're just like animating up to the end of the manga now. And Bleach has done so well now that the author of the manga is like, I could make more. Like, I got more ideas. It's not like not like Dragon Ball.
Different then.
Yeah, not like Dragon Ball Z, where the author wanted to end somewhere, and they were like, "This is making a lot of money. Keep making more stuff." The author of Bleach was just like, "I'm done right here. I think I'm finished." And then he actually made some side stuff like What If Bleach, but in England. So, instead of hollows are like called dragons or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, Bleach is shorter, and it has filler that you could conceivably cut out. The problem with filler in the big three is that they tend to tie it in with the stories that are not filler. So, like, the biggest filler in Bleach is called the Bounce arc, because the enemies are called Bounce. They'll do a thing where, okay, we're back in the main story, and now you have to do all this reimagining of all your past villains as your past villains come back and give you advice in your own head about how you can get through this current problem you're having. And one of the past villains will be from the filler, right? So it's like, if you skip the filler, who the fuck is this guy? Right? Why does he seem so important to you? Never seen this guy before.
Got it.
I constantly in my head, I've thought about shows from that kind of thing that if we were to do, and I'll tell you the one that actually I've always wanted to try and do, but I can't think of a way to do it right. Have you ever heard of Detective Conan?
I've heard you mention it.
Yeah, the whole mystery thing. Like, at the end of every episode, they give you a clue to solve the next one, like hamburger or something like that, and you watch the episode. And just before he's about to solve it, they usually do like a little commercial break or something, and that would be like the perfect time to throw us a pause in for you and me to try and figure it out and see who can get this right.
Yeah.
Like I keep thinking, okay, we'll do an overlay with like images on the side to represent all the clues, or just like type out the clues that we've got and just try and figure out. But the problem is also some episodes aren't made that way. Some episodes are like, they show you the thing happening, so you know how they've been killed and who done it, and it's all about the episode. The character has to put everything together. In the same way, like, the police have to determine motive. If you don't got no motive, you might as well not done it.
Okay. Yeah, no, that'd be a difficult thing to pull off, especially... The work on the overlay would be the top. Would be a lot of additional upkeep, because that would be overlays and boards.
Well, I don't know. Actually, the way you just said that might be the answer. I've got 3 screens. One screen, I can just have a board on the side, and then window capture that onto the overlay, so that I could just type stuff onto the board, and it would show up in the overlay.
So I think that would have to be the way, because I'm guessing the clues are exponential in the way that you get a clue in the first episode, and the second and the third, right? And the first one still matters?
No, they are self-contained episodes, sort of.
Okay.
There's an overarching story to the show. Detective Conan is a teenage boy who was a detective that the police used to solve crimes, who then gets poisoned, and the poison turns him into a child. So he's got to pretend to be this kid, while also trying to figure out who poisoned him to try and then get, like, a cure or something so he can go back to being who he was before. Which is also the setup to, he has to try and solve crimes as a child, and then people around him are dumber than he is, so he also has to get them to solve the crime for him with the clues that he figures out.
I see the potential.
Well, like, one of the gimmicks is he has This is kind of like the Q from Bond, who gave him a watch that has like a sedative in it. So
Yeah.
he's typically there with another detective that's really dumb, and he'll fire a sedative at the other detective, so he'll fall into a chair, and he'll stand behind the chair and imitate the detective's voice through his watch and say everything. So the other detective is constantly getting credit to being the greatest detective ever, and it's this kid that he's following around.
Okay. Seems interesting.
Yeah, it's also almost as long as One Piece.
Yeah, that turns me off of it.
Well, thankfully I'm not watching anime with you to turn you on. Anyway, anything about this episode?
The best friend thing, I get. It's cool.
You get it? I mean, it's like a psychopath thing right now.
100%. It absolutely is a psychopath thing, but it's serving a purpose.
I mean, what purpose is it serving?
It is an in reasons explanation as to why our Yuji's not dead.
Ah, yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean, I think next episode will show you an actual reason for it narratively. Maybe not so much in universe explanation, but narratively why it's happening.
I'm fine. I fully accept the narrative reason as well. But yeah, some good fun fighting. Also, is this witch character completely useless? All we've seen her do is fly and get hit by a bird.
Well, think about it. We're in a team battle, right? What is she useful for?
Oh, scouting.
Yeah. Who else is flying right now? Literally nobody. If it wasn't for Megumi's flying electric bird, if I had Pokemon reference, I'd make one. I don't know Pokemon that well.
Zapdos.
Sure. I'll go with... that's the thing I'll yes and you with. If it wasn't for Zapdos, she'd have total dominion. But again, I also said she's the one I think I can take. If I don't let her get off the ground, boom. I gotta have at least 100 and something pounds on her.
The question is, could she fly with an additional 100 something pounds?
The argument would be if she could, there's a chance I could wrestle the broom away from her. If I did, I might fall to my death, though, because I have no ability to make the broom fly. Because I can't. However, the cursed objects might be controllable.
Well, because, like, if we're in this scenario as well, you have to take into account the possibility of you yourself having a cursed object.
If we're putting ourselves in the scenario, I'm just assuming it's going to just be us as we are. And
okay.
You tell me, are you seeing cursed spirits around you right now?
Yes, but don't tell anybody.
Okay, Bruce Willis. I don't know. Bruce Willis couldn't see cursed spirits. He himself was one.
Yes.
I don't remember the kid's name.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
Nope. No, because Jonathan Taylor Thomas had already finished his career on Tool Time. Sorry, Home Improvement.
Yeah.
By the time that, it's so on the edge of my tongue because he's been in other things. I just can't.
I can see his face.
Yeah. I think everybody probably should if they've seen the movie. No, it's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't get there. Anyway, he's the character who sees dead people.
Yes.
However, cursed spirits are not dead people. So if you're admitting you can see dead people, you're admitting to not being able to see cursed spirits.
No comment.
My point being is that we are the people at the school who get tossed around and knocked unconscious because we don't see anything. And I guess also the implication is all of like when Yuji's fist glows, that's cursed energy too. So we would just see a guy punching us and not anything else.
That's not fun.
However, it doesn't look like anybody else has glowing shit.
So far, no.
So everybody else, it would be weird wood golem comes and runs at you, a panda bear. Like, I don't think I could take a panda bear. Oh, maybe a...
No.
I wouldn't be able to take that panda bear because that one's alive and not alive. That one's thinking rationally. An actual panda bear is lazy as shit. So
Y'all crazy.
you've never
Pandas
seen
pandas are vicious.
Have you never seen panda bears that just like fall off ledges by rolling over? They're fucking dumb.
No, it's not because they're dumb. It's because they're always high.
Dumb. High people are dumb.
So panda bears are a tough one because you have to take into account where they are. So would any other panda bear at that school eat an actual good diet for them? Or would they just live off of eucalyptus? Because if you were to take a panda bear and feed them an actual proper diet versus just eating eucalyptus, they would be so buff and so powerful.
I'm just going to say, among all the bear species, I feel like my best chance is against a panda bear. Red pandas are not bears. So
I'm fully aware of that.
I know, I'm just nixing the argument before it comes up.
No, I know that red pandas are not bears.
So, again, amongst all bears, I'm going to throw out pandas are the one I'm not going to say 100% sure I could take. I'm just saying if I had to fight one, like if a genie appeared before me now, and for some reason didn't grant me wishes, but said, you're going to have to death battle a bear, what variety of bear? The first thing I'm going to say is panda bear.
I think I might have to go black bear.
Why? Because they're cowards?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything. You back a coward into a corner, you're getting into a fight.
True. But I'd rather take my chance on the thing that I can scare and like try to tire it out.
You're going to tire out a black bear.
I can try.
Sure. And I can try to defeat a panda bear. So,
Mama didn't raise no quitter. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I think the quote is Mama didn't raise no fool. So you're just admitting you have to be a fool.
Sometimes, depending on the day.
Sure. Well, Mama said knock you out.
One of the greatest rappers of all time.
What, your mama?
No, LL Cool J.
Okay. It's keeping the joke running, that's all.
My mama loves them too.
I mean, that generation, I'm sure. Anyway, I think this ramble has gone on quite a bit.
It has.
We started off topic, and ran into what bears do you think you could fight? So
100%.
Yeah, I think we go and wrap up here. I have
Agreed.
been Theta. This has been Justin. We have been Stone Face Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?